So, starting it in 3, 2, 1.
Roll the tapes.
Hello and welcome everyone to Expedition Online. It's season 5. Along with us for this season to battle out for their share of the Charities prize pot, we have two legendary Survivor players. They played together way back in season 18 in Survivor Token Teams, and will now bring the rivalry online with us at Expedition. So we have Coach and Stephen Fishbach. Hey guys, how you guys doing?
What's happening, my man?
I just wish there were more of a rivalry. I mean, it's just love. You know, there's like, we're bringing the love to Expedition.
I know, actually, Shayna said that beforehand. He's like, was there really much of a rivalry? I'm like, I'm going to try to push it as much as I can, but hey, that's all right. It's going to be a rivalry, at least during this, I would expect, with how competitive you guys are, no?
I mean, I'm definitely going to win, so it doesn't really, I mean, I wouldn't call that a rivalry. You don't like have a rivalry with someone you're definitely going to beat.
Yeah, you beat me on the island, man. I'm kind of expecting for you to do the same thing here.
Well, you did get more votes than me at your final tribal council than I did, Coach. So you've got
there you go.
Definitely have some notches on your belt that I don't have.
I was going to say, experience really did well for you there, Coach. So hopefully you can bring some of that to your explorers here throughout the game.
I'm ready to bring it.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you both here to act as coaches, and I'm sure the players will be too. In just a few moments, we will get to the players and learn about them just a little bit. But before we get there, we want to talk a little bit about the charities you guys are playing for this season, as all of the money raised until the end of the season will go into the prize pot that will be split three ways. The lion's share going to the winner and the charity of the coach as well. So Coach, we want to know, who are you going to be playing for this season? Which charity?
I'm going to be playing for the Susanville Symphony. That's organization that is near and dear to my heart. I've been conducting that symphony for the last 2 decades, trying to bring music to a rural area in Northern California. Music gets cut from a lot of the schools and a lot of the areas. And as we see the arts imprint on those young children's lives, it's something that produces dividends for decades to come. So it's the Susanville Symphony Society.
That's awesome. It's like you said, it's an amazing cause, and something that's really not talked about enough is the arts being kind of taken away from schools and stuff like that. So that is definitely a great cause. Very happy to be taking part in that. Steven, how about you? Who are we going to be playing for this season?
I'm going to be playing for Martha's Table. It's a local D.C. charity. I live in Washington, D.C. that provides food and essentials for families in need. I feel really blessed to be able to, provide clothes and food for my daughter, and I want other families to have that opportunity and that comfort as well. Awesome.
Yeah, another very worthy cause. I mean, very happy to be helping you guys out as well. To what degree is really going to depend on how you guys pick your teams here. So we're going to start things off with a classic schoolyard pick. Before we begin, we have the matter of the first pick. So for that, we've put together an Expedition Online Classic Challenge for you two to compete in. Winner takes first pick, and I think more importantly, the bragging rights. So what do you say we get to that challenge, guys? Awesome. So for that challenge, we have a scavenger hunt. So the way that this is going to work, guys, we have a list of items. You guys are stationed hopefully somewhere convenient. I give you an item. You guys go to grab that item. Whoever comes back first gets the point. And first to 3 wins.
Here we go. Come on, let's go. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Guys both ready to go? All right. Stretched out. So the first item that we've got on the list here is a buff.
A freaking buff? What the heck? A buff?
Go. Steven looks to be in a big hurry. Coach flew out. Yep. Not surprised by this one. Coach back with the buff. He's going to get the first point. Just waiting on Steven to get back. He didn't look as confident that he knew where it was. You flew out of your chair.
How about the next? We should have the next one be a trumpet. How about that?
That would definitely give you the edge. Gotta wait for Steven to come back and find out that he's too late.
He's probably breaking into his framed case, shattering the glass.
Yeah, he doesn't keep him on hand like you. You're always ready to go back on the island, eh, Coach?
No, I know where my stuff is. How about we say that?
Okay, well, I'm glad they're still calling.
Was Coach back before I left the room?
Coach was back so ready. Like, as soon as you turned the corner, Coach was back, yeah.
This is my buff, however, from Survivor token cheens. Do I get
Hey-o.
extra credit for that?
Damn.
Forza buff, which should have been called Dingus. Should have been called the Dingus tribe, but Coach put a kibosh on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to give you any extra points for that. So Coach up 1-0 on this. So let's get to the second item here. Second item is a framed picture of you and a Survivor player. Go.
Framed picture of me in a Survivor.
Doesn't have to be framed. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Stephen looks like he knows. Coach trying to think.
I'm not trying to think. I don't have any frame pictures. I don't have any pictures.
Doesn't have to be framed. We're going to take any picture at this point.
I mean, I got 1,000 pictures of myself. You want a picture of myself? I'll show you that on Survivor. But other than that, man, I got nothing.
No one in the background? I just see that a collage of Coach selfies.
Well, my students post all these pictures of me, and
Did I lose this one too?
No, Coach couldn't think of where you'd have one.
Man,
I've got a mug. There's me on the mug. There is James Thomas.
There he is, JT. All right. 1-1 point there for Fishbach. Very nice, very nice.
Whew. My heart is beating from all this brisk walking.
good job, dude.
All right. For this one's going to be a little more competitive, so we're going to go with something a little easier. Bring me back something red. Go.
Something red. Oh my god.
Oh, Coach has his red buff. That's a different buff that he showed me last time. That was a different buff that he used in the first one.
My phone is right here. My stupid phone is right here.
Oh, it always comes down to that. All right, so Coach gets another one. That's 2-1.
Oh, it's best of three, or it's first 2, 3.
First to 3, yeah. First to 3 points.
Okay.
All right, the next item is either a torch, candle, or lighter. Go.
I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
I think Coach has got you here.
Yeah.
He looked ready to go.
Is he in a classroom?
Yeah, I just noticed that. I thought it was his garage at first, but that is not a garage.
Is this a lighter?
That's a lighter. Coach has taken it.
Coach win. All right. Okay.
Coach wins the bragging rights. He will get first pick. So
the only one I even was close on was the one where he didn't even compete.
I just sat in my chair on that one.
Yeah, good. That's kind of true, Stephen. He has jumped out to a quick lead here, but as we all know in the way these games go, that's not necessarily saying much. We got a long way to go here, so.
That's right. Just ask Ozzy how that turned out for him winning the first challenge.
That's right. It's never a great. Yeah, you want to start slow and steady.
There you go. Make the best of your situation. Awesome. So we had each player send in an audition video, which we're going to take a quick look at together. After we do, we're going to have the schoolyard pick, and you guys are going to create your parties. So before we get to that, what are you guys looking for when you're picking your teams? Anything in particular that we're looking for? Any personality types?
I'm looking for a team that's going to gel. I think it's going to be important for my team to come together as a unit and absolutely, be cohesive so that no matter what happens to their numbers, they work well together and they can pick apart Coach's team in any situation. So it's basically the Jalapao strategy here.
Okay. Coach?
I'm looking for honor and loyalty. I'm looking for people who want to stick together. They want to stick together and ride this out into the sunset with the Dragon Slayer.
Oh my God. The sunset.
Awesome. So loyalty seems to be a key thing that we're looking for here. Is there anything that would make you not want to pick someone? Is there anything like too over, maybe a little too cocky or?
Well, no, I mean, I'm sure the people applying for this game are all like fun online gamers. So I really would be surprised if anyone was not, I would be surprised if there was if I was unhappy to get any of the people who are applying for your show.
Yeah, Coach, any comments?
There's probably not going to be any Coach type characters out there, Cass, right?
Oh, I mean.
Oh my God! If there's a Coach character,
we got a pretty diverse group. I mean, there's no other Coach first and foremost, but.
No, I'm just saying, since everybody thought I was just an arrogant prick the first time around, I thought, if there's nobody that's over the top like that, if I saw somebody like that, that might You got to trust your gut, right? I
I
might
might
be
steer you
really
away.
gravitated towards that individual, or they might just completely, frost me.
Okay.
Coach, nobody thought you were an arrogant prick. We loved you. I loved you.
Right?
Honestly, I loved you. Yes. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
a big fan. I was here for it for sure.
One of the few. 10 million Americans hated me. I'm glad that there was a handful of people that liked me that first time around.
Coaching's first time around. This is probably one of the most entertaining first watches of Survivor that I've had. It's definitely one of my favorites. All right, I'm fanboying a little bit here, so let's not waste any more time. So you guys want to pick your teams, so let's get right to it. All right, so let's show you first off. We're gonna go with the men.
Oh, hello, Jess. You want me to join the winner circle of Expedition Online? Say less! I got you! What's up, everybody? My name is Robbie Harris, and I am from the beautiful Tampa, Florida. But I'm not from here. I'm actually from Southern Illinois. And yes, I have to specify the southern part because most people assume that I'm from Chicago when they hear Illinois. It's really annoying. But I mention that because being from Southern Illinois but also living in Tampa means that I've lived the best of both worlds. And what I mean by that is I have lived with the corn, the cows, the crazies, the countries in Southern Illinois, and now I live in like this melting pot that is Tampa, Florida, and I can get along with anybody. Some of my favorite things to do include video games, board games, being outside, and just being in a social group with good people. Social strategy games are truly my jam. Sri Fields is one of my favorite players. I'm a newer Survivor fan, I'll be honest, but I'm definitely going to use that to my strategy as well. I can definitely play into the fact that I'm not a super fan. I know the show well enough. I know social strategy well enough to do very well in these games, so you better bet on me. I might not be able to beat them with this, but I can always beat them with this. I'm a firm believer in the saying, talk less, smile more. That's a Hamilton reference if you didn't catch that. No, but really, I'm a firm believer in the saying, talk less and listen more. You can learn so much about a person just by listening to them speak. And I do truly believe that there's some merit in being able to echo what someone just said back to you, right? When you listen to reply to somebody and not listen to just respond, that's the key to a winner. Again, my name is Robbie Harris, and if this video is any indication as to how much effort I'm going to put into this game, you ain't seen nothing yet, boy.
Hi, y'all. I'm Jack Powell. Let's cut right to it. Coach Fishbach, I expect y'all to be fighting over me to be your first draft pick for this season. Not only do I have this charming and affable personality, but I know how to play this game like a child knows how to pick up blocks. Let me appeal to you. Coach, pick me because I relate to your zany personality on the show. I am spontaneous and chaotic. I go out of my way to live life on the whim and in the moment, and I do the same in the game. I'm ready to come up with any dastardly plot at a moment's notice. Give me an inkling of an idea, and I'll run a marathon with it. Give me just a spark of hope, and I'll take it to the bank. Fishbach, pick me, because I appeal to your awkwardness on your first time coming out to the show and your strategic mind. I'm awkward too. I got nervous tics. A body part moves, fingers, toes, mouth. I'm nervous. I can be nervous. And I can feel the pressure. Then it all goes away. I'm never still because I use my mind. I'm a diligent player and my craftiness knows no bounds. I am the total package. I expect to book tickets to this UFC draft fight soon. Draft me. Draft Jack.
Hello, my name is Cole Protz. I am 24 years old. I was born June 1st, which makes me a Gemini, so I am communicative, witty, and incredibly unpredictable, which is all around just a fun time. If I had to describe myself, I would say I'm kind of in a bridge between my teenage rebellious angst and my gap year vagabond spiritual free spirit era. Like, the first 22 years of my life were very stick to the status quo, that High School Musical song. But now, over the past 2.5 years, I've gone through this incredible spiritual awakening. I quit my comfortable corporate job, and I'm self-employed. I'm an astrologer. I make money off being a witch. It's incredible. So what's great is that I have all of this amazing freedom to explore myself, all my strengths and weaknesses, while also having the practical knowledge of what it means to be an adult and to run a business. So it's like a win-win scenario. I get to be a witch, but I also too don't have to report to someone every day. Yes, I hate authority. I am an Aries moon. Let's just leave it at that. But I'm also very competitive, which is fun. My biggest strength in life and in any sort of game is my observant social skills. I get to practice my social skills every day. I get to work with different people across the board, right? One time I could be working with a super bombastic Leo, which means I have to amp up the energy, or I could be working with a really reserved Scorpio, so I have to tone it down to make them comfortable. Being an astrologer, being a Gemini, my entire gig is how can I make you comfortable with me so that you can tell me information about yourself so that I can navigate this conversation in both of our benefits. Twisting that to a gameplay perspective, how do I find ways to make you trust me, right? Find that commonality between us so that you give me information so I can turn around and use it to stab you in the back. I have no qualms telling you exactly what you want to hear what I want to hear, wrapping up our conversation in a pretty little bow, and then sending you home the next day. Why? Because I'm shady like that, and I just know how to manipulate you. But the best part of it all is I'm also an influencer, a little bit of a comedian, a little joke here and there, that I have this super goofy persona where it just comes off as like an easygoing conversation, right? It's not very threatening, it's not very intimidating. So people will underestimate me. People will not think that I'm actually as savvy or intellectual as I am. I'm super competitive. I love strategy games. Catan is like my favorite game in the whole world. And at the end of the day, you can have physical strength, you can have survival skills, but if you aren't able to navigate the social prowess, right, and the social ebbs and flows and the waves and all that jazz, you're not gonna make it anywhere. People always underestimate in my one-on-one readings how much I can know about them based on simple placements that they were born with. And that is what would take me to the end, is my ability to gather simple information that you are going to underestimate as vital resources for me to get myself farther. At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be big flashy moves. Sometimes it's just the person who is seeing what everyone else is ignoring.
Expedition Online Season 5 is about to be the best season. And let me tell you why. One, because I'm on it, but we also have, in all seriousness, the two best coaches that anyone could ask for. You have the very ever so knowledgeable Stephen Fishbach on one side, and then you have the wise man, the fire coach on the other. I mean, literally coach. What else could you ask for? Gentlemen, this is why you should draft me to your team. All right, I'm not going to be the best at challenges. I'm sorry. I'm not the smartest guy, but what I do have is extensive knowledge on how to play a game like Survivor. Okay, I literally run a Survivor podcast, Survivor Now podcast, but I literally eat, sleep, and breathe this game. And what I mean by that, I actually look into the stat. Yeah, I'm a stats guy, Fishback. I know you're into that. I look beyond the edit. I really dive into what makes somebody's game. Why are they in the position they are in? My knowledge of the game, I promise you, is way higher than anybody else's here. And I've got a great spirit. I've got a great attitude. I'm here to have a fun time, and I'm playing for animals. I'm playing for the Born Free organization. So we're trying to save animals that are going extinct, tigers, rhinos. We're trying to make a difference with Born Free. So I would love to be on both your guys' teams. I can't be on both. I'm sorry about that, but I'm excited to meet the coach that gets Randy Bruce on their team.
Hello, Stephen. Hello, Coach. I am David Younga. I'm 24 years old. I'm coming at you from the middle of fucking nowhere, Illinois, where I work as a forest scientist at the University of Illinois, and I so want to be a part of the 5th season of Expedition Online. A little bit about me. I've always loved nature. From the minute I held a boa constrictor around my neck at my 8th or 9th birthday party, I simultaneously wanted to be Britney Spears at the 2001 VMAs and protect every fucking creature and every plant and everything on this planet. So that is who I am, and that is why my charity of choice will be Cool Earth, because I think we really need to protect this planet. And my strategy going into this will be to connect with people sincerely, genuinely. I've been through some tough shit. I went through conversion therapy for being gay. I've went through some good therapy that has allowed me to hone my interpersonal communication skills. And everyone wants to feel seen. Everyone wants to feel heard. And I think everyone deserves to feel that way, and I think that is going to be the key to my success on Expedition Online. A fun story about me. So I studied abroad when I was an undergrad, and I lived in Scotland, and I was a little fucking hoe, I will admit. I'm now in a relationship, and I have been for over 3 years with my boyfriend who I live with, and I met this guy over Tinder, and he lived in the US, and I managed to convince him to fly all the way to Scotland to go on a date with me. He paid for the Airbnb that we then stayed in. He rented a BMW that I got to drive all through the countryside. If you're watching this, I'm so sorry for all the money you wasted just for me to break your heart. I would be honored to be on either of your teams. And to be honest, I thought that Coach was the one with the bigger personality until I saw this clip from Stephen. Now, if that is you, Stephen, then let's make this happen. And even if it's not, I'm pretty sure that you embraced this on Twitter, so you get some points for that. I'm kind of living for this Stephen doppelganger energy right now, so that's sort of where I'm leaning.
Hey, what's up, Expedition Online Prod Team? My name is Greg Langstein. I'm 29, and I'm currently in New York, living in, it's kind of like a hybrid between New York and Maryland. I figured for this video I should dress like a winner of Survivor, so I am dressed like Richard Hatch at the moment, just hanging out in a hotel room. Reasons why I would love to be on the show is that I love Survivor. I've played in 2 online games before and I've done really well, so I want to see whether or not that's a fluke. When I play the game, I play a very social game with some strategic undertones as well. Competitions, could go here or there. I don't think I'm like amazing at anything, but I'll definitely get rid of people who pose a threat to me winning challenges, especially towards the end of the game. I've got no qualms being cutthroat. I can be your closest friend, your closest ally, and I'll get you out of the game if it's gonna make me have a better chance of winning. I try to toe the line of playing like lighthearted and like super competitive, right? Like I want everyone to have a good time. I want, to honestly make friends with the cast and like connect with people if we're going to be together for so long. But at the same time, like fuck them all. Like I'm here to win, and that's the goal. Like I'm not going to spend all of this time to not try to win. And especially because I want to be playing for a cause that means so much to me. The Brain Aneurysm Foundation is something that is really close to my heart. My cousin died unexpectedly at a really young age last December of a brain aneurysm. And so I would like to play this game for her and, have some fun, meet some friends, and win.
What's up, everybody? I am Mike Payanessa. I am 31 years old from Cromwell, Connecticut, and I'm going to be the next winner of Expedition Online. I am so excited to try out. I am a huge Survivor fan. Been trying out for The Real Show for 7 years. For some reason, CBS does not want to cast me. So you guys are going to get a passionate guy, someone who's going to bring it every single day, someone who's going to build bonds, someone who's going to find that core alliance and just keep running with it and be able to share information. Hopefully they give more information to me than I give to them. I know how to make bonds. I was friends with people from all different backgrounds growing up, whether it was the nerd, the shy kid, the jock, the musician. I never discriminate against anybody. I will get to know you. I will get to know what makes you tick. I just am a people person. I played sports my whole life. I'm physical. I'm athletic. I love to be tested physically, mentally, and emotionally. And that's what Survivor is. I'm adaptable. I had a big health scare about 4 years ago, and it made me really change the way I live. Health-wise, but also just mentally. I go for things when I really want it, and I will win this game because my social skills are off the chain. People are never going to vote me out. People are going to say, Mike's a trustworthy guy, which I am, but also I'm going to be looking out for myself. So let's go. Pick me, Mike Payanessa. Woo!
Online Expedition. My name is Holden Schneider. I'm 24 years old, living in Cumming, Georgia, 40 minutes outside of Atlanta. I get around a lot. I used to be an esports athlete, so it kind of works that this is an online expedition. Haven't been an in-person athlete in a while. I mean, I would always use athlete loosely because I would be allowed to drink and smoke during the games, but so is Babe Ruth and John Daly, so you kind of know what you're working with here. I've been trying to sell insurance for about a year now. I've been having more fun doing stand-up comedy in Atlanta. but I'm kind of a mental phenom. I've tricked my brain into not being scared or embarrassed of anything, so I can kind of just go into any situation and roll. Honestly, I've been exceeding at everything I've ever attempted since leaving esports. It does sound a little ridiculous because I did essentially achieve and lose my dream job before the age of 25. But every day I just get a different dream, and it's bigger and bigger. I'm just ready to finish my expedition. So far online.
Passion, hard work, determination, and smarts are what I think is going to win this game. And I think that that's part of my makeup, plus a whole lot more. My name is Rhonda Pearson. I am 54, and I live in Kelowna in British Columbia, Canada. I think my social game is going to be a really, really strong point because I just know how to relate to people. I'm very extroverted. I love to make people laugh. I know how to make people feel good, and I can just relate to people. It doesn't matter what walk of life they come from. I have been part of a direct sales team, or I used to be, for 10 plus years. And in direct sales, they teach you how to talk the talk and walk the walk. They give you verbiage so that you can help people to understand, and people start to trust you, and people buy your product, and they buy you. You have to sell yourself and the company. And I was very good at what I did. I earned 2 free trips, one to the Bahamas and one to Punta Cana. I was number 11 in recruiting in a team of 70,000 women. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. And that's what makes me unique, because there are a lot of people that just don't understand how to use the abilities that they have. And you know what else? If I suspect anything, I have a sneaky Rhonda on speed dial. So I could just call her up, because I am a very suspicious person when it comes to Survivor, because I've watched Survivor and I know that people are sneaky. But I've tried so hard to get on Survivor, to the point where I've actually injured myself. One summer, I'm jumping into my pool off the trampoline. I know they didn't need theatrics, but that's what I was doing. And my daughter said something. I went to jump, but instead I went ass over tea kettle, hit my shins on the edge of the pool. I was bruised for months. Anyway, I'd love to be on your team, so please call me. Looking forward to it. Take care.
Hey guys, my name is Simona. I'm 19. I'm from San Francisco, California, but currently I'm in my second year at UCLA, #1 public university, depending on who you ask. And I'm studying sociology with a minor in information and media literacy. I'm not declared in either of those things, but it'll happen. And both of those subjects are very applicable to the game of Survivor, vetting your information, reading sources, understanding why you're getting a certain narrative painted, understanding why people are interacting a certain way or what's motivating them. All of that obviously plays into the game of Survivor. So I think my studies and my multiple years of experience in online reality games will definitely be useful in this game. How I'm going to play is not a loyal game. I always want to set myself up with a strong alliance. The pre-merge is your chance to build your alliance for the merge, for you to battle everybody, but you also don't want to be on the bottom of your alliance. You want to be able to win out of everybody on your alliance, and if there are people in your alliance who are going to beat you, you need to be able to take them out before the end, obviously. So yeah, I'm not a naive player in any sense. I will play loyal to my alliance, because if not, you get voted out, but I won't play loyal forever. There's a point where you have to take those people out in order to get yourself in a winning position. And why am I going to win? Because I'm cunning. People aren't going to suspect me being a big, strong player, but I am. I'm very strategic. I'm very calculated. And people aren't going to see that coming. And when people don't see that coming and then it happens, they're usually more impressed. So that's why I'm going to win this game. I seem very innocent, very sweet, very like, oh my God, I'm so happy to be here. And I am. Of course I am happy to be here, and I can't wait to kick all of their butts.
Hi, you guys. It's Kevon, or affectionately known as Lady K. I am 38, a mom of 3 daughters, and I am also married. I have been in law enforcement for about 16 years. I have never played a Survivor game, so this is my first time, but my tribe mates or anybody in the game will not know me. My history has been all Big Brother, and I just played my 5th game. So my first game I came came in first place. My second game, I came in third place. My fourth game, I came in second place. This last time I came in 10th place, but it was also the competition that I was the reigning, I think 2 seasons back, I was the winner of that one. So they wanted me out quickly. I did not have a chance to fight my way to stay. I am excited to play Survivor. One thing about my game, I'll tell you this, guys, because I have been in law enforcement, I'm always strategic. I'm really sassy, but I'm really cutthroat. I'm always in your face. I'm honest. And even though I say I'm going to play quiet in the background, it just doesn't naturally happen that way for me. I can say that I want to play pocket. I can say that I want to be quiet, but as soon as I get in that house, it's like a fire is turned up in me. So my training and everything that I've done in life tends to come out and I go ham. So you just never know what you're going to get, but I guarantee you this, you'll get a show, you'll get some strategic moves, you'll get a lot of sass, and most certainly the players will just think, I'm just cute mom, homemaker type person, no law enforcement, no strategic moves, nothing, like I'm just aimlessly moving throughout the game, and it's never the case. Anytime I make a move, I move once, and you gotta be certain that I'm going to make sure that target is hit on the first go round. So I'm Lady K. I hope to see that I'm casted, and thank you guys so much. Have a great day.
First of all, I would like to start off that if you hear any noises, it's my boyfriend's dogs. So for example, the running. So anyways, my name is Madison. I am probably the biggest Survivor fan ever. I've been watching it since I was born, pretty much. I'm 19 years old. I'm originally from Massachusetts, then my family moved to Florida, and now I'm back in Massachusetts living with my boyfriend. My life's been a wild ride. Survivor's a wild ride. Why not combine the two? It'd be pretty fun, pretty cool. I'm going to school for entertainment business. I want to get into casting. Overall, I'm just a pretty chill person. I've done theater my whole life, so like lying is second nature to me. So I'm obviously already a great Survivor contestant. Physical-wise, obviously this won't be a very physical game, but I'm not the strongest. I did play tennis in high school, and my family's really into pickleball, which you may have heard of as the old people sport, but I think I'm pretty good at it. I am so sorry for whatever's happening over there. I am the oldest of 6 kids, unfortunately. So 3 of them are adopted with special needs, and I've talked about that before. 3 of them we fostered for a while. I talked about that in my application. So the charity that I would like to donate for is one that's related to foster care because it has been such a huge part of my life. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. I hope you choose me. I enjoy drama, so please pick me. I'm desperate.
I'm Jenny, and I'm a nanny from Loveland, Colorado. I have endless amounts of energy and do all kinds of fun outdoor things. I definitely think I have what it takes to be on Expedition Online. I love obstacle courses and challenges. I could even eat creepy bugs. Doesn't bother me at all. I think it'd be fun to try. I'm a huge Survivor fan, so anything that's similar to the game would be fun. Choose me on your team. I definitely have an upbeat personality, and I am a talker. I'm always very, very, very friendly, and I do think I'm going to have a great social game. I think for the challenges, I will be pretty well-rounded. I think I'll do fairly well at certain ones, and maybe not the best at some, like history, if there is one. But otherwise, I'm pretty good. I definitely work out and feel I can do some of the physical challenges quite easily, and I love puzzles. Kind of mind games, any kind of brain things I'm pretty good with. I definitely know strategically kind of how I want to play, and not do too good right away to make me a threat, but not too bad where I look pathetic. I think hopefully it'll work out perfect. So I'm going to end with a couple funny little things. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. And you don't want to put this fish back.
Howdy. My name is Zianya. I'm 27 from Dallas, Texas. What can I say about myself in less than 2 minutes to convince you that I'm your girl? Essentially, I like to think of myself as a complex woman. I have multitudes. I can be kind and gentle. I can also be ragged and vicious. I can be both at once. I can be one or the other. I can be everything in between and everything outside of that too. I think I come off as like a chill, down to earth person. However, once you get to know me, it kind of just ramps up a few notches, and I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. And the best analogy to describe myself is that I am a forest fire. It starts off contained and small, and you don't think it's a problem. But before you even realize what's happening, you're surrounded and fully engulfed in flames. And I feel like that's how I play a lot of these games. I'm a slow burn, but by the time you realize what's happening, it's too late. So good luck to everyone else.
Hi, my name is Lori Denand. I will be 53 years old in December, and I have 14 grandkids, 4 kids, and I'm going to be a great-grandma in January. I think that I would be the ultimate explorer because I love the game of Survivor, and I'm not your typical player. I'm highly competitive. I think I would play a very good social game because I have worked in IT for so many years that I have the ability to talk to people on different levels of education and experience and adapt my personality in the way that I speak to them to accommodate the type of person that they are. Coach, I think that you should pick me to be on your team because I think that we would have a similar style of play. You are a coach, so you have experience with working with lots of different people, and although not the same thing, I am a grandma times 14, so I also have the experience of dealing with many different personalities. I hope that I get to be on your team, and I hope I get picked for this show because I think it would be a great time, and my kids and grandkids would think it's super awesome.
Hey, my name is Jessica Weaver. I'm 29 years old, and I need to be on Expedition Online. I need to be. It's not an option for me. Like, I need this. And then I saw that Coach Wade and Stephen were going to be the wizard. They're going to be the coaches for it, and now I have to. Like, that is legendary. Out of all the seasons, I need to be on this one. Like, yeah, Boston Rob, but then you got, like, it's Coach. It's Coach. That's it. Anyway, I'm hilarious. I am self-identifying hilarious. I don't know if other people think that, but I know that. Have you ever had to pause a recording because you're so cringe? That's me. And I don't get embarrassed, and that's my problem. I'm out there. I'm out there, and I don't care. I want to play a really cutthroat game. If I gotta make moves, I'm making moves. I've dreamt of this since I was 7 years old. I've always wanted to be a part of something Survivor. And I know you guys probably get this all the time, but, like, I'm ready. I'm ready for anything. I'm gonna win because I need to win. Like, I need this on my life resume. Like, other people will just be like, yeah, you got a college degree, that's neat, but have you ever, like, won Expedition Online for Survivor? No? Okay. It's so random. I need it.
All right, there we go.
I'm ready. I'm ready when you are, Coach. I've got my draft list, so you jump in, and I'll follow.
Coach, you've got first pick. Let's get right into it. First pick.
Hold on, I got to rank my girls. I ranked my guys. I got to rank.
Okay.
My girls. Hold on.
I'm ready.
Well, I thought you'd be fiddle farting around like for 10 minutes on the pick, so that's kind of why I want.
Ready, man. I know who I want. I know exactly. I mean, so
awesome.
We're doing all the men at first, and then all the women.
Whatever Coach picks first, we'll go with that gender first.
Okay. Well, I can't believe you're done already, Stephen. That's crazy. Okay, let's start with the guys. My number one pick is going to be Cole.
All right.
Hey, number one draft pick. Gotta love that. Free spirit relates to a lot of people. I can completely relate quitting your corporate job and then going with what you want. That's one of the big reasons why people are happy in life is because they're doing what they want to do.
That's sweet.
Cole was high for me too. I thought he was great too. I love that he the whole astrology thing, the idea that like someone like him can relate to a lot of people. So I think that's a great first pick, Coach. But fortunately, he was not my first pick, which was first video, Robbie Harris. I was like, this is the guy who's going to win this thing. I was sure. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm being biased because this is just the first video I'm seeing. I was not dissuaded from that throughout the other 15 videos. I believe Robbie Harris is going to win. He's got great energy. I love his charity, Give Kids the World. It's a fantastic charity. I like that he's got the connection to the country people and the city people. He's a board game guy. I'm a board game guy. So Robbie Harris, I think he's going to win.
Yeah, impressive video from him. Yeah, Coach.
Yeah, he was high on my list too. I'll go with Greg.
Okay, Greg.
Greg was my number 2.
Fishbach?
I like Greg a lot. Greg was. I liked his online gaming. He's an online gamer. I'm really. Okay. Randy, I really liked Randy. He's a Survivor stats guy. He's in the weeds of the details. There are my only concern with Randy was a lot of stats guys can't translate that into the real game. We've certainly seen it on Survivor where the hardcore fans flame out. But I had a really good vibe from Randy, so he's going to be my number 2.
Very nice, Coach.
I'm going to take Mike.
All right.
Passionate, wants a core alliance, wants to be friends with everybody. Reminds me of myself a little bit when I was younger.
Right on. All right, Mike going third.
I'm very happy because I had Holden as my next pick. I thought he was funny and he was charming and he was able to talk about how he was succeeding a lot with some humility, which I think was good. And I just liked his general vibe. So I'm really happy to have Holden on my team.
Yeah, he was interesting. Coach.
Dang you, wizard!
You're making both picks here.
I mean, listen, I'm going to pick. I think Stephen wants the guy that showed him dancing and doing the splits. I'm going to take Jack, even though he's going to ruffle some feathers. He's super aggressive. Could get voted out early, but I'll pick Jack next.
All right, Fishbach, leaving you with David.
I think David may be disappointed. He did a real, explicit call out for Coach there. He really wanted to be on Coach's team. He's like, I don't even really know who Stephen is. However, I'm excited about David. I think he's got some good energy, and I liked his everyone wants to feel heard. I think that's exactly right. I think he's going to come in strong. I think he's a dark horse. I've got high hopes for David.
Awesome. All right, let's flip it for the women here. And Fishbach, you're going to get the first choice on this one.
All right, Simona is my number 1 here. She's from LA. I'm from LA. She studies sociology. There was a certain anxious energy that Simona had that I really liked. And she was one of the few who actually talked about with some specifics of her strategy. So I liked Simona.
Awesome, Simona. Great first pick. Yeah, Coach.
Yeah, she was a good one. I'm going to pick for my first pick. I'm going to pick Lady K. Great personality. She was one that I wanted the video to. I actually wanted to hear that. But she's done lots of online games. Great personality. I just feel like people are going to be drawn to her. I can see her being a leader on the tribe.
Right on.
I liked her a lot too. She was my second pick. She was great. I really I'm disappointed. I liked Jenny a lot. She's my second pick. From Colorado. Her charity's Rupert's Kids. I just got a good vibe of her. Honestly, her video wasn't even necessarily that great. It didn't say anything that specific, but I kind of had a good, I got a good vibe of this is one of those, I felt like she could kind of be a little bit under the radar, and she seemed like someone who's going to get along with a lot of other people and really could be great in the group.
Right on, Coach.
Okay, the one she was second to last, and I can't even read my handwriting. Is it Lori?
Lori.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pick her. She's a good social gamer, but I feel like she wanted a coach. Maybe not as much as Jessica did. Maybe not as much as Jessica wanted a coach, but I feel like she's going to be. I think she's going to be maybe a little bit like Edna or like Debbie on the tribe.
Lori specifically said she wanted to work on your tribe, Coach. So I thank you for not inflict. I'm sad. I think she would have been disappointed to be on my group. I'm going to pick Siania. I thought she had a great energy. She didn't speak too specifically about her strategy either. And again, I just got a good vibe from her. I felt like she was someone who's going to get along with a lot of other people, and could be a great. I'm looking for a group. I'm not looking for an individual.
All right, sounds good. Coach.
I'm going to pick Madison next. Big Survivor fan, an athlete, plays tennis. She's in the theater, a little bit chill.
Yeah, awesome.
Coach to leave Jessica for last because obviously I'm not picking Jessica, who was just I need to be on Coach's team. So I'm going to pick Rhonda, and I really liked Rhonda. She works in sales. As we've seen from this season of Survivor, sales with Cody. Sales is a great asset for someone, and I got a good vibe from her too. So I really like this group. I've got a good group of people here.
Awesome. Well, the teams are set. We're ready to go. And how would you guys like to meet the cast here?
Coach
Stephen, I love you, man.
This is very fun, Coach. I'm glad to be doing this too. What are you going to say? Give me some tips as a coach.
Who, me?
Yeah. Tell me how to be a good coach.
You can out-strategize me any day of the week, which is true. They'll freaking get a kick out of that.
We'll see about that. All right, this is really fun.